I went to the Leafs preseason game versus the Sens earlier this year, and I was sitting just to the left of the Leafs bench. And I got to say, it was very clear that the goal of the coaching staff is to always create like a positive atmosphere, like positive reinforcement. Like there was a lot of like positive yelling, like fist pumps, like a lot of smiles, a lot of laughs. And I don't think that's an accident. Like people play better. Athletes play better when they're happy. And this research happens now with what motivates people. Like, you know, back when we grew up, it was like fear and whatever. And, you know,
coaches
like that
yelling at us all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't get your water break if you don't skate hard enough, like stuff like that. Whereas now like the research shows, no, it's positive reinforcement. So it was clear that was the goal of the coaching staff. And it's showing like with this team that there's a lot of positivity. Everyone looks happy and they're rolling, man. They're rolling.
Yeah, it's so good to see when the team is playing with this much confidence and when they're this happy, because you go back to earlier in the season, you know, they lose that game 7-1 to Pittsburgh. And, you know, you felt like the 18-wheeler was going to fall off the cliff again. It was just complete negativity across the board from Leafs fans, from Toronto media. It was bad. And since saving their season, Lepore, against the Chicago Blackhawks, and we talked about this, as dramatic as that seemed at the time to say, they really did save their season in that moment, because who knows what changes would have been made if they had lost to that Blackhawks team, which was going through a ton of crap at the time. And since then, Lepore, since October 27th, the Leafs are the best team in the NHL, 14-2-0 since October 27th. So it went from, oh my God, Sheldon Keefe might be gone. Who knows what's going to happen with Dubas and even Shanahan, to now the Leafs sitting at 16-6-1, first place in the Atlantic Division, the hottest team in the league over the last 16 games. They have the best defensive numbers just in terms of goals against per game over that 16-game stretch, allowing 1.63 goals a game. Like, what a turnaround, man. It's been unbelievable to watch.
I know. On this 4-game road trip, going back to the Islanders game, they haven't trailed. Like it's getting kind of bananas, like how well things are going for them. But yeah, like I'll say it this way, and I'd like to get your take on this. The style they're playing, I don't want to call it safe. Like I feel like it's more conservative than years past, because they just know, like, with our talent, we will get goals. So like, let's focus on the defensive play. This style that I'm watching is kind of what I expected from when Babcock was coaching. Like, this is kind of what I thought, like, he was going to build, like those Team Canada teams, and they're obviously like juggernaut teams, but just like solid, like a machine just going through. Like, you get that 2-goal lead, shut it down. It might be boring, but you just hum along. And Babs was never able to achieve that, but it seems like right now everyone's dialed in, and whatever the system put together by the coaching staff, the team is bought in. Like that's not
100% buy-in across the board. And I think what you're seeing now is the culmination of everything that not only Mike Babcock, but obviously Sheldon Keefe hoped that this team would be, just in terms of the way they're playing right now. Because you go back to when Keefe took over the season, Babcock got fired 23 games in. The Leafs had only won 9 of the first 23. Keefe comes in and he immediately made them better across the board in terms of goal scoring, defensive numbers, all of that. But now I think everything is finally culminating, and they're playing the exact way Sheldon Keefe envisioned this team to play, where they constantly have the puck. And not only do they constantly have the puck and they're creating scoring chances, but it's like you said, now when they have a 2-goal lead or a 3-goal lead, it's over.
It's over.
This is not the Leafs of the past where you're like, oh my God, they have a 3-1 lead. They're going to find a way to blow it. This is going to go to overtime. Going to end up a 4-3 game. No, now it's like complete confidence that the game is over.
Yeah.
Done.
100%.